Hello, guys. This is we're back. So, listen, I was trying to. I thought I was recording, and I guess I wasn't. Anyways, this is a PS Vita mod. We're going to replace the USB-C. Uh, I'm sorry, the micro USB with a USB-C upgrade. Okay, this is a USB-C port. So earlier when I was trying to record, I thought I was recording. I wasn't. So let me guys show you exactly what I did in the last 10 minutes or so. So we removed the USB-C port, okay? USB-C port's right here. So we removed it, and then I showed you guys that I was gonna replace this with, install this USB-C, um, upgrade or USB-C port. And I actually, what you need to do that I didn't record earlier is Dremel out a little bit of the sides here. Let me show you what I did. So this is just a regular little Dremel that I use for, many things. So what I did is I kind of Dremeled out this area here. Mm. And the reason I did that was to make room for the port here that's gonna sit kind of flush in here. You see that? That way it sits completely flush. This is actually gonna be sitting right here. Okay, the next thing I did that I wasn't recording was show you guys that this has to be secured somehow, and the way I figured, is best is here. If you can look here, I marked this area here because this is all ground, so we're gonna solder directly to there and then solder directly to here. And then again on the other side, we're gonna solder something else. This is a USB-C, to repeat myself, USB-C mod, and we remove the micro USB and a PS Vita 2000. I know there's one for a PS Vita 1000, and that one works really well. This is actually for a PS Vita 1000, but we can make it work for this one really, really, really nice. So anyways, you can get this service and other services at wayao.org. That's wayayeo.org. Let's proceed to the installation. So now I was about to clean it when I realized I was not recording. Hopefully I am now. Yes, I am. And so we remove that. Now we got to clean this area here. So now that we have done that, we need to get the pin out. Oh, you can find this online anywhere. So all we need is the data points, and then of course the voltage and all that stuff. So we know that the voltage is right on the side here, and we're gonna use just some nice wires so you guys can see what's being done here. We're gonna apply some flux. Turn on our fume extractor. So as I was saying earlier when I thought I was recording, this is a nice mod. It takes a little bit of time. For this one you can even go here, okay? So let's just do right here. So that's your voltage. We are going to cut it. What kind of wire is this, you may be asking? This is 36 gauge multi-core wire. You can use a single core or anything like that. But this one I like, so that's what we're going to be using. We're going to use yellow for data plus. And if we're going to do that, let me see. So we're going to be using black for data minus, okay? And ground, remember, is everywhere. We don't need to mess with that. So want to expose that wire. This is data minus. Okay, like that. And then we're going to use yellow wire for data plus. Just remember that because I might forget. Yellow is data plus. Data plus is kind of green, so that's good. It's right next to data minus. All right, that's very good. So now we have the wires coming out. Very good. Now, what we need to do is make sure we insulate that area. We're going to do that just by cutting a little bit of tape here. And then putting it on the other side of this thingy. So this is just to insulate that area. Oh. All right, now we can go ahead and just cut it. Should be good. Only thing is, you need to burn a hole through here. I don't remember what side is which, but we're going to be dremeling that. Not dremeling, but soldering through it. So, remember, data minus is the green one, okay, or the yellow one. Actually, data plus is the yellow one. All right, so now we need to secure this in place. And again, we cannot do this. We only did this side because this is ground, okay? We cannot do this one because this is the voltage. You don't want to mistake them because then you're short your Vita. So here, we're going to start by securing this port here. Let me zoom out. So now that we have it secure, we want to solder this in place. So we're going to pretend this area here. Okay, so I did both sides. You see that? Now we are going to put it in place here. We can do that here on this side as well, but we're going to try to do that like that, okay? So we're going to add some nice flux. This is crucial to lining it up properly here, guys, because if you don't line it up here, then we are going to mess something up. So here, hopefully you guys can see. This is probably the hardest part because you have to make sure that it sits flush. All right, so let me put a weight here on the back. Okay, perfect. And let me put a little more flux. And let me get some nice tweezers and try this. So that's secure and it's aligned proper nicely. So now the other side would be, just want to push down a little bit. Leave it there for a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see. Just lift it up. And I think that's it. Let's check. So yeah, that soldered pretty good. You see that? Actually, that one didn't. Let's keep trying. Okay, so now we're gonna get the other soldering thingy. This one's not hot enough. So we are going to just keep trying. All right, so the other one came apart. Let's do it again. Give me 1 second. All right, so yeah, as you guys can see, there is quite a bit of trouble here. There's a way that we can actually do it if we Dremel this piece out here on this side and just kind of expose it. But I've done it like this. Let's try again real quick with by leaving the heat on there a little longer. So we'll put some flux underneath here, and then we'll push here. The thing is that it burns my finger as I'm holding it, so yeah, it's not easy. Let's try it with this here. So I'm just leaving it there a little longer. Okay, and the thing is, it's not that secure yet. The thing is, we just want to make sure that that we have enough leverage to solder on this side. So here's what we need to do now. So now we can solder here, and that will finally secure it in place like this. That's one side. And that's the other side. So now we know that that port is not going to go anywhere. Okay, so see how nice it is, nice and flush. And then you're going to see as soon as we do the other side, and it's nicely aligned. We're just gonna retouch this area just for support, even though we might not even need it. I'm just gonna leave it there for a little bit, okay? I think that should be good. Might as well retouch these points here that look a little. Okay, that's good. Now that that's done, we have to make sure perfect. So you see the insulation there, it's insulated nicely. Now we got to rewire this. Now we just got to wire the rest of the things. And again, ground is everywhere, so next time we'll just Dremel this out. It'll be easier. Anyhow, let's continue with the soldering here. So look, the red one was the voltage. That one we are going to solder here. And Data Plus was the green one. Data minus is the black one, which is the bottom pin here. But this one, I didn't like the way it came out, so let's just cut it here. Okay. Then the top one is Data Plus. Perfect. This looks a little ugly, but it's soldered well. As long as it works, we should be fine. It's not going anywhere. Anyhow, that's it. Let's test it. Just to be sure that there's no shorts, we are going to use a multimeter. So let's test, for example, ground. Ground. Ground is good. It's not shorted. That's good. Now let's plug it in. Make sure we're getting the voltage. Plugging it in, turning it over. We're just going to test the battery output. Ground. Perfect. So yeah, we are getting 5.2 volts, 5.12 volts. So that's it. Data lines. Let me make sure. .25, .24, very good. So here I tested just the data lines here and then the voltage here as well. That's 5.41 volts. Okay, so that's good. We installed it properly. Next, we have to Dremel the That's good. And we can clean this up if we want. But yeah, this is nicely secured. It's not going to go anywhere. This is USB-C. We can even plug in the battery if we want to. The camera. I should have removed it. Anyhow, so this is going to sit right here. So as you can see, there's a little bit of space that needs to be Dremeled out. So what I like to do is mark it. So we need to cut from here to here and right there. And we can use the same Dremel thingy that we used earlier. Carefully, just kind of go in here. I think I have another one. It's faster. Let me see this one. Again, we just got to be careful not to go into the board or damage the screen here. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I also don't want to damage the screw holes. I hope you guys are, well, you know what? I didn't even realize that the camera was not, it was too dark, too light, sorry. Anyhow, what I was doing is dremeling this out, making it nice and flat so that the board can sit on top. Now that we have that, let's try and see and fit it in there. So it'll go in there now, it's fine. You see that? Maybe just a little more on the right side. So here. Might as well do both sides. Kind of got the, it'll be fine. All right, let's test it one more time. There we go, that's perfect. As soon as we line it up here, it'll line itself up. I just don't want to make it go in there all the way right now. But yeah. Let's make sure we're getting this. There's enough room on this side. I think that's good. Final step is to do the shell. I'll take my microphone. So the outer shell is this one here. And as you can see, it had a micro USB on there, so we need to expand that hole so that the other one fits. I'm just going to use, again, this Dremel here and just kind of eyeball it. And I like to be very careful with this one because the nicer you Dremel it out, the nicer it'll look. Kind of view it from different angles, maybe. The good thing is that it doesn't take much. One way to do it is to actually grab the or grab a USB port. Let me show you how. So grab a USB board, for example this one, and just kind of see if it'll fit in here, and if it does, then you're good. As you can see, this one needs a little more, maybe on the sides. I think that should be fine. So finally, just kind of clean it up. Maybe we can use a little tool like this one. So yes, it is a lot of work. If you guys decide you guys want to do it yourselves, good luck. If not, you can always just send it to us and we'll do the hard work for you. Anyhow, let's test it. Let's put it together. I am going to actually, let me just do it here on the camera. I was going to say I'll assemble it later, but here. So actually, let me put it together and I'll be right back. Okay, that way you guys can see the final product. All right, so I went ahead and assembled it. This is the final product. This is the USB-C port in there. As you can see, it's a nice, very, very nice fit. Basically, you can tell that the other one was on there. And yeah. Let's test it real quick. So I already turned it on. And now we're going to plug it in. Here I'm going to stick the USB here. This is a USB-C. So look, it fits perfectly. And now you can see the battery being charged. If I take it out, if I take it out, we can see that it stops, of course. And then if I take it, put it back in, again, this is very nice and snug. I don't know where I clicked. Okay. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I know this was a 30-minute video. I usually don't. I thought it was going to be a little longer. But anyhow, I'm glad we were able to mod this PS-Vita 2000. If you guys have any questions, I might be able to help. Just list it in the comments there. And if you guys decide to do it yourselves, then I wish you the best of luck, okay? Happy gaming, happy modding, and thank you for today. have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys again on the next video.